Yeah. You're all props. Hi.
Oh. Enzo.
Hello. Hello. Oh, you're small.
Come here, Aston.
Okay. What's up, everyone? Welcome to Track Talk's first puppy interview.
This is Indy. I love her. We have Aston down here.
Emma's gonna ask me some questions, I'm gonna ask her some questions, and they're all from y'all.
We're just excited for the 2025 season, and we're coming up on our second birthday, which is so wild to think about. So we want you guys to get to know us a little bit and then talk about the 2025 season and our predictions.
Okay, so here I have Ford. Ford is built tough. Hi, this is Power. Power is named after the one and only Willpower. A fun fact about me. I am currently working on my master's in speech language pathology. I've only 1 year left. My favorite thing about grad school, well, I suppose it'll be about my career as a whole too, because I'm taking clients right now, and it's for me just so fulfilling to give people a voice or help them find their voice. And I see that every time I'm in the clinic, so that's definitely my favorite part of grad school. Give us your top 3 favorite movies, Emma.
Okay, Iron Man is up there, and Fantastic Mr. Fox, and then The Princess Bride. Those are my 3 favorite movies.
Oh, this is gonna be funny because I am not a movie critic. So my first favorite movie is Grown Ups. I love Adam Sandler. My second probably would be Just Go With It, another Adam Sandler movie. I'm really bad with movies. And Kicking and Screaming. When you were younger, what did you see yourself doing?
I always wanted to be an actress.
Oh yeah,
I wanted to be famous. That was always my thing. I didn't really care how. I mean, not in a bad way, but I always wanted to just be known. I just wanted to be famous. Describe each other as an alcoholic beverage.
So I'm describing you?
Yeah.
Whoa, okay. I don't want to offend you.
You won't offend me. Okay, well, I know you like Aperol Spritzes, but I don't think you are an Aperol Spritz.
I don't think so.
You can't be offended when I say this.
No.
I feel like you're a vodka Red Bull, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's fine. Emma is a double vodka soda with strawberry puree.
Oh my God. Okay, fair. What are some of your favorite podcasts that you listen to?
Oh, this is great. I listen to podcasts all the time. In the motorsport realm, Off Track with Hinch and Rossi. I do listen to Speed Street with Connor Daly. And I've been recently listening to the WTF1 podcast with James Coker and Ash Vandelay. I love them both. Aside from motorsports, I listen to Chicks in the Office for pop culture weekly. And also, this might be weird, but I'm a huge hockey fan. A lot of you know that. And I listen to Spit and Chicklets all the time, or any thing about hockey. If there's big news, I'll listen to other hockey podcasts too, so.
What's your favorite hockey team or players?
Okay, so Winnipeg Jets. My favorite player is Nathan MacKinnon. And fun fact, I actually for 10 years have had this random hockey card of Nathan MacKinnon's in my wallet. It's the most Canadian thing about me. What is your favorite tattoo, and would you ever get a motorsports related tattoo?
Okay, so I do have a motorsports related tattoo, actually. I have a Danny Rick quote, all good, always. My favorite tattoo, I can't choose. I think my most creative tattoo, I have the infinite, you're gonna fall. You're gonna fall. You're also gonna fall. My most creative tattoo on my wrist, I have the Infinity Stones in order of appearance in the MCU. They're kind of faded, but I think it's not my favorite tattoo, but it's the most creative one I've done. I have always said that if Lance gets a podium, I'd get a Lance Stroll tattoo. And I have also made a deal with Liam Lawson that if he wins a race this year, I will change my 3 tattoo into a 30 for his number. We shook on it. So, Liam Lawson, win a race. Would you get a Track Talk tattoo?
I could be convinced, I think.
If you could get the answer to one conspiracy theory, what one would it be?
Look, I've been thinking about this one because I just don't know, because I would love to know everything. I think I would like to know about the Illuminati. Just to start off small.
Who killed John Benet Ramsey?
Okay.
What
is your theory?
I think the brother did it.
Who wrote the ransom note?
The mom, for sure. It was written on,
It was written on the notepad that was already in the house. If you're writing a ransom note, you have it prepared. Yeah. And there was so much people walking around in the crime scene. It was contaminated. They did it on purpose. Yeah.
I want to know who killed John Benet Ramsey. What Taylor Swift song best describes your love life right now?
Oh, Lover?
We'll do the prophecy. I think that's about it.
That's fair.
Maybe even Foolish One. Maybe I Look in People's Windows. All those. I'm alone. That's my love life right now. Okay.
They're just asleep in my lap.
I know.
Okay, I need to sit back down. Aston, you can come with me.
You're gonna go here.
Do you want to join the fun, Miss Arrow?
Okay.
Moving on to some motorsport related questions.
Okay.
If you could change one thing about the F1 community, what would it be?
I wish DTS fans didn't get so much hate, and we're slowly moving past that stereotype that DTS fans aren't real fans. It's gotten better, but it's not perfect.
Oh, thank you for biting me. Because I'm a DTS fan, that's why. Yeah.
IndyCar or F1? IndyCar.
Yeah.
I got into motorsports through F1, but IndyCar has my heart now.
I love them both. I fell in love with F1 first.
Mm-hmm.
That was my gateway into motorsports. I do enjoy the racing product better in IndyCar. That's where I'll leave that question.
We have Tiger, and then we have Aston.
Okay. What is your dream race to attend? Monaco, without a doubt. The fact that it's the same day as the Indy 500, well, I think that's changing, but it does hurt me that they're on the same day.
What's my dream race? Dream guest on my podcast.
I think Silverstone, just because there's so much history in that track.
What has been your most surreal moment from starting the podcast?
People knowing who we are. I think so it's not one specific moment, but people recognize the Track Talk logo and recognize us. And a few times even in non-motorsports situations. Thank you so much. There's been a few times when we're not in a motorsports situation where people recognize us or me or you. And it's we're not at a race, So I think that's surreal, which is great because I want to be famous when I grow up. So
I'm gonna say when we were selected to be part of the creator team for IndyCar for last year's $1 Million Challenge at the Thermal Club, that was definitely the most surreal. I mean, who doesn't want to go to dinner with Connor Daly a few nights in a row?
If you could have any job in motorsports, what would it be with, and would it be with a team?
This might come as a shock. I would like to be some driver's stylist.
What? The way I think about it, not that there's people asking us to work for them, it's not like we have jobs thrown at us, but I get so worried that if I apply for a job, let's say with any team, that I can't root for other teams. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's I don't think I want to work for a team.
I know. I wish you guys could see the way that, who is this? Boston is looking at me right now. The real Boston does not look at me like that. What would be your dream IndyCar livery? Number, manufacturer, sponsor?
Probably the number 3 Rare Beauty Chevrolet. And I definitely go Chevrolet.
We're gonna go with the number 17 Lululemon Honda. Do you want to be a race car driver?
No.
Never.
I love the experiences of getting a chance to drive or the 2-seaters, but no, God no, never ever.
We went in a 2-seater IndyCar one time and I did not feel very good after. If your co-host had to drive an F1 car, how many corners do you think they'd make it before crashing?
Okay, I'm gonna think about this for a second.
Mm-hmm.
If you started at the front, I think you'd actually make it pretty far. If you started at the back, you would cause a collision on the first turn. So I think it really depends on your qualifying position.
You're right. You're out on the straight.
Cool.
You're in the gravel.
Thank you.
See you, Lance.
What's your favorite memory together?
Oh, okay. This is kind of odd, but I think about this all the time. The first night that I got to Indianapolis, Boston and our flight came in late, and Emma was waiting up for us at our Airbnb, and we arrived, and we started just like, I think we were kind of like just neurotic. All of us were tired, and we started just dancing around the Airbnb, and like, I don't know what was so funny, but I had the best time. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and I remember, I feel like that was the night that I asked you what's heavier.
Yes.
A pound of bricks or a pound of milk or something.
And I could not figure it out. Couldn't do it. I pride myself on my intelligence. That was not a moment that I'd like to remember. Emma, can you please tell the people, what is it about Lance that you love so much? Why?
Okay, why do I love Lance Stroll so much? I've said this a few times on the podcast, but it started out because when I went to Circuit of the Americas for that media event, I was with all other American creators, and I was the only Canadian, and I just felt this desire to defend Lance Stroll, and then it like stuck, and it got like seeped into my bloodstream that I had to defend him moving forward for always. And so I just do. And you know what? I don't think he's a horrible driver. I don't think he's the best driver, but there's also other drivers on the grid who are worse than him. And also, I just like him. Why can't there be a good enough answer? I just like Lance Stroll. And I think is he temperamental? Sure. But are half the drivers on the grid? Also, sure. I just think he gets so much hate, and so I just want to give him love. What? Is that Boston?
No, it's Enzo.
What's your villain origin story for getting into motorsports?
Villain origin story? I don't know. I was bored during COVID. We all were. I had already binged Too Hot to Handle. I had already binged Outer Banks. Naturally. Draft to Survive was next.
Okay.
You can just go here if you want. And you two just fell right asleep.
Who do you want to see in the Cadillac seats in 2026?
I don't know. I really don't. Here's my answer without literally any logic to it. I want to see Mick Schumacher back in F1.
We're going to talk about 2025 predictions.
Okay.
World Driver Championship and World Constructors Championship. Who do you think's winning?
Let's hear your World Driver Champion and your Constructors Champion.
It's so hard.
I hope that Charles Leclerc is a 2025 Driver Champion.
See, if this was last year, I'd be like Max and Red Bull. But like knowing how last season ended and how strong Ferrari and McLaren were, I'm very hopeful that they're going to start strong this year. I think Ferrari is going to be Constructors Championship, but I think it will be Lando as Drivers Championship. That's a bold prediction for the Constructors.
McLaren, I think, again. I think that's a solid answer. Oh, you know what? No. Let's go double Ferrari. Lewis is there. How could I forget? Let's go double Ferrari. All right, who's your Rookie of the Year?
Ollie Behrman.
Ollie Behrman.
So Liam is not considered a rookie, right? No. Okay.
So, hello, I forgot the question.
Ollie Behrman.
Do you think anyone is going to get sacked from their team?
Look, I think only because of the amount of rumors that we've seen about Jack and Franco that might happen, but I don't want it to happen. Do you think anyone's going to get sacked this season?
Jack.
Yeah.
Which is I'm so sorry to say it, but same thing as your answer. Like, yeah, with all the talk about Franco already coming into Alpine, I'm like, Jack's got so much riding on his shoulders that I just don't think he'll last the whole season. It sounds better if I say it in that voice, doesn't it? Which team do you think will be best of the midfield?
Ooh, good question. Is V-Carb considered midfield?
Yeah.
Okay, I will go with V-Carb. Maybe this is the year I stop calling them Toro Rosso.
I think Haas. I think Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon are strong drivers. Thank you for biting my toe. It's just not a toy, actually, though. Thank you.
Do you think Williams is going to get a podium?
Absolutely not.
Yes.
No way.
Yes, I do.
And I'm rooting for that team. I like Carlos. I like Alex. But I think they have a long way to go before they are, like, fighting the top teams. Who do you think will perform better, Lewis or Charles?
Charles.
I think Lewis is going to get the first podium of the season, and then that's going to light a fire under Charles, and then he's just going to outperform. How do you think Liam Lawson will do alongside Max?
I hope very well. I think that Liam is super talented, and this is not his first rodeo, so being given an opportunity to be partnered with such a talented driver and such a great car, I think is going to be a great thing for Liam, and I hope that he excels.
I think Liam can hold his own. Like, do you remember that part of the season last year where he flipped off Checo when he was passing him? I forgot about that. But I was like, okay, Liam's got some fire to him. And so I think that's what Max needs, is like a teammate. Maybe doesn't match him skill level, but matches in like the hunger that they have to like win. So I think Liam will do very good. And I don't see him getting sacked or replaced. Oh my gosh, so what do we have here? Who is that? Is that Ford? That's Ford and Chicane. And then we have Aston and Enzo and Arrow. We're excited for the 2025 season, and we're excited for another year of Track Talk, even though we're already like 10 episodes in. This is our puppy interview.
We are Track Talk.
Good job for now.